What's good? It's your boy Chinchilla Q of HeroicProductionCM.com, as well as the Beat Selling Squad. Um, Sorry y'all, just came from a little power nap, so your boy's kind of like woo, just a little bit. I want to actually make this video a little bit more different and tell you my story, how I got into online marketing and why I'm doing it, as well how I got to music production. I do have a video thing up on my YouTube page, explaining me joining the Beat Selling Squad. So this could be a little bit different from that video. And actually, it's been a video that I've been wanting to do for a long time. If you do hear any background noise, I got my little puppy playing around and everything. Then you got the wind blowing back and forth out here in Cali. So it's a very beautiful day out here. It's actually a very beautiful day on my day off. Let me put on my sunglasses real quick and whatnot. Like my eyes still getting kind of adjusted to the light and stuff. So not real sensitive, but So I'll put these on. All right, cool, perfect. Now I can really try to wake up. My story goes by, I think I forgot how old I was. Always been the type of person to look for unique opportunities to basically sell things and whatnot in order to make money. Have like little pocket change. I remember it was back in the mid 90s. If I'm not mistaken, around 96, 97, something like that. One of those 2 summers. Hey, puppies, cállate. But, sorry about that. It was between the mid 90s and whatnot. I'm 26 right now, so I'm really trying to think back how old I was. I think I was 12 or 11, something like that. But I remember that at the elementary school I was at, they had some books that they was giving out. So I took the books, and most of these books like really come from late 80s and mid 70s, stuff like that. You can actually kind of tell just by the context of what they look like and whatnot. And some of those books they don't have out today. They do per guy in the library, but they gave those to us I think about 2 years prior, before I had tried to resell them back. And so I remember one summer I was like, man, I was like, you know what, I'm having fun, summer vacation and everything, but I want to make a little money, want to make a little pocket change, want to buy some toys from Toys R Us, or at the time Pokemon cards. I'm an old school Pokemon master for all the Pokemon fans out there, so shout out to y'all. But other than that, I remember the first summer I had made $5. What I did was I was selling some Digimon cards I had, selling some marbles, selling some books. So I had them at different price points and whatnot. And it's kind of crazy. I had like a little table out on my block and had one sign that's up in the front. And I was thinking about putting a sign down the street, but I didn't feel like, I didn't want to walk down the street and everything. I was like, well, kind of dangerous for folks, try to roll up and buy something from an 11 or 12-year-old. But if I'm not mistaken, I think on the first summer, I had made $5 because I was also selling Goosebumps books as well too. And at the same time, I'm trying to think. Sorry, y'all. Like I said, I'm going back to memory. At the same time, I made a cool little profit of $5 and had some folks take a look at some of the books and whatnot. Didn't buy nothing, but wasn't tripping about it. I think I did that for 2 or 3 weeks on the first summer. Just going outside, had the table up with the sign up. I had created my own self, selling the books or in the marbles or the Digimon cards. So whatever I had, I was trying to sell it. So first year doing that, made $5. The second year actually kind of doubled the profit a little bit. Actually, kind of say triple by $3 more. It's because I have my little brother. He helped me out, and we actually made $8.25, which wasn't bad. Because I remember I tried to buy this Dragon Ball Z toy, and shout out to all my Dragon Ball Z fans out there too. Your boy like action figures, so this is Dragon Ball Z toy I wanted to buy, but it was a little kind of expensive, supposedly, and whatnot. So this is when KB Toys was actually up there, but it wasn't that big like Toys R Us is. So, and to be honest, I don't think there is a KB Toys or in 2014. If there is, it's a rarity. You see them nowadays. See more towards resin. That's it. With the kids nowadays, so into electronics, it's ridiculous. It's like action figures just really going out the door, and iPhones and everything else electronic, the kids are attaching to. It's kind of scary when you really think about it. For those who come from the late 80s and early 90s and mid 80s and um, even part of the 70s and part of the early 90s and whatnot, if you come from the era that I came in, you notice a big difference of our children's generation nowadays. It's just a little bit different. But yeah, back to the story. So the second year, I did the same thing and tried to sell the same books, and I think I added something else to the list too. I tried to sell, and me and my little brother was outside and whatnot, and I think we did that for about 2 weeks, and we ended up making $8.25, which was a cool profit. And so me and him had split the funds. Our dad took us, to I think the KB toy store or whatever, and got the Dragon Ball Z toys we wanted to get. As well, me and my brother used that money to buy low-key the new Pokemon cards, Team Rocket series that came out. And I think that was back in 90. Actually, I think that was early 2000 or something like that. I'm still trying to remember. I think it was early 2000 or 90. No. It was 90. It was 98 or 99. It was like around early 2000. Early 2000 when the Team Rocket series came out. And yeah, and that prop right there was just like wow, like truly amazing. So that's what part of my entrepreneur background kind of comes from. Me to still little things like that, cause I was trying to do a little lemonade stand, but we didn't have no lemons at the time, and then I had the whole 9 yards to do what they used to do back in the 60s and 70s. That used to be popular. I mean, you try making lemonade stand nowadays. You better make sure it's more modernized on your lemonade game really being up. But at the same time, just look at the profit I made back then. Like I'm looking at what I'm doing right now in my online business. It's like now it's a whole different game, which I'm in. At the same time, it's fun, but it is a lot of work to go with it. And I encourage anybody, if you want to try to get into online marketing or online business, go ahead and do it. I mean, it's not a bad venture. We be honest, you actually are being set up to be in the industry that is going to make you more profit depending on what type of product you're trying to sell. The reason why I want to tell you guys the story, because I've been wanting to say the story for a long time as to what it is I'm doing right now. I mean, I'm working a 9 to 5 at the same time, but at the same time I try to get out the 9 to 5. I have my own freedom living, meaning working on my own terms and doing the things I want to do. We can take this glass off now. My eyes is cool. And far from that too, just being able to enjoy myself, enjoy my life, enjoy being with my family, and see my kids grow. Cause I do got 2 little babies. They're 1 and 4, and then growing like crazy. And seeing them just keep growing, it's like, man, I kind of like miss it out a little bit on some stuff. Reason why I'm saying kind of missing out on because of the area differences where me and my fiance stay at. So different states and whatnot. I'm in California. I'm not gonna tell you where she's at. So the long distance things, like, yeah. But I'm just trying to work everything out down what I'm trying to do for my family and whatnot. And so, yeah, just wanted to tell you guys that part of the story. And the way I got to music production was actually, music has been in my blood since I was born. My dad does a little bit of underground hip hop. And some of my cousins I know makes, beats and whatnot. So with me, I come from a musically inclined family because my grandfather, he sings, my grandma, she sings and whatnot. And I know they sing in the church as well. At the same time, I really grew up around oldies and R&B, Prince, and some other music, hip hop, especially coming from South Central California, so gangster hip hop, grew up with that. A little bit of it because I know how to discern that and real hip hop. KRS-One, Rakim, the legends, the classics. that had spit that conscious MC. And at the same time too, um, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm looking at my dogs. They running like going crazy up in here. But at the same time too, just growing up around that music, and then me try to mimic my own music. Like I remember my godfather. I mean, he rest in peace. I have two godfathers. One of the other ones passed away a long time ago. I mean, rest in peace. So, but I remember for Christmas, and my godmother got me this one of those little toy, keyboard pianos, little electric pianos, whatever, the little cheaper ones. They had the little kick snare and drums and the little pre sounds. So I remember I was trying to make my own little beat and whatever. And then this is back in the '90s as well. Like I remember me and my cousins tried to do some freestyles, and I think I still have a tape to this day where I freestyle just a long first or whatever on both sides of the tapes. I mean, just had, and my great grandma, she had got me this little she had this little, I can't think of what it's called. I see the image in my head, but I can't think of what the item is called. But it's almost like a little beat machine kind of thingy, but a little bit more different. I forgot what the thing is called. It still works, so to say, too. But I remember I had put one tune on there, and I forgot. I think I had one of the chords on D major or D minor, something like that. I love the sound of D major and D minor and B flat and F major and F minor. Reason why? Because I love the organic, emotional sound that comes with it. My bad, some music theory I'm just giving y'all. But I remember I was playing one of the little tracks on there and just freestyling my butt off. I was saying just random stuff and whatnot and had to record it. So the beat thing, I was playing around with the piano, do little kick drums, one little beats I'd be hearing and whatnot. And I didn't really get serious around 2007, late 2007. My pops had he had a different Mac computer. You remember those Mac computers that had the little color Macs and whatnot, like the teal, green, grape, tangerine, strawberry, raspberry colors, whatever. My pops had Graphite black one, see-through black one. And so he had this program called GarageBand on it. He was making some music. I was like, what's that? Because I remember I played around with FL Studio a little bit and kind of got frustrated because I was like, this thing's so damn confusing. Screw this, But I think once I played around with FL Studio a little bit, I was like, okay, now I got the hang of it. And I actually know how to do most of the things on FL Studio. But my pops had GarageBand. I tried it out, and I was like, this is pretty dope. And when I heard some of the sounds, I was like, man, I gotta try to make a beat. So I still to this day have one of the original beats where I created off of that. Actually, the way me became beat maker started, not just from being a kid and playing around with the piano and whatnot, but it actually started off of Xbox. Xbox had this thing called Music Maker on there where you can actually make, music on the game. And so they had a little different presets, different loops on there that you can use, and I was playing around with some loops with Snoop Dogg's track that he had on there and somebody else. And certain stuff that hit my ear I liked, and I was just like, okay, this is pretty dope. So hey, what you doing, puppy? See my dog smelling the carpet and everything, like, we ain't about to have that. Man, this video is coming long, but it's all good though. So yeah, the Xbox Music Maker is what got me to really get heavy into music production and just everything else with it. And my pops had the GarageBand thing on the computer, and next thing I know, I got on that GarageBand in late November 2007 and just started making music ever since then. 2008 was making music. 2009 was making music. 2010 was making music. 2011 almost came like the breaking point where I actually came on my first album, instrumental album titled Death of a Paladino, Value 1, which you guys can also get off of Hip Rocker Productions tm.bandcamp.com. So make sure you peep that out, because on March 23rd of 2014 of this year, 2014, this video was made in March 18, 2014. But on 23rd, be next Sunday, or actually the Sunday coming up, I will be releasing Mono Paladino Alternative Edition Values / Chapter 3. So like I said, I came a long way from what I have been doing right now. And part of me doing music production, not only do I make my own instrumental albums and whatnot, but at the same time too, um, Biddy, puppy's tripping out. Sorry y'all. But at the same time too, I also use my music production business as my online business and also offline business. So, like I said before earlier in this video, whoever you are, whoever's watching this video, you are in the industry right now where it's really about to change the game on how we handle business. Everything's going to mainly be online real soon. A couple things is going to be offline, but half the things going to be online. Why? Because it's easy to get tangible goods online now that you can get it offline from the store. And when it comes to music, folks saying, you know, that online music ain't gonna work out. I'm gonna tell you this: music has been around since the beginning of time. Period. Music always had different sources of where folks could get it, rather it be music sheet, rather it be CD, rather it be floppy disk. If folks still use floppy disk, if they do, then shouts out to y'all using the old school technology from the 90s. And you know, music is now being transferred in the digital era. So that's crazy. And it's crazy because one of my homies on Instagram had to post a picture up of he was saying, you don't know the struggle of having a CD player in your pocket and you try to listen to it. And if you really think about how MP3 players came to be, it came from that. Came from cassette players and then CD players, and you can't have a CD player in your pocket and try to run. You're gonna have your CD be scratch and skip, you know. So I mean, everything's changed. And for those who are in online marketing business, whatever business that you have, I'm gonna tell you right now, continue to push forward, even when it does seem hard in the first step. Just like I tell you about my story, how I became a little entrepreneur while I was about 10 or 11 or 11 or 12, just selling books and marbles and Digimon cards and whatever I had on my block and whatnot, making $5 and then making $5 first year and the next year making $8. When you think about it, coming to a total of $13.25 in just a 2-year period span, which is not bad for a kid who was around 11 to 12, you know, trying to make some money. And back then in the 90s, hell, you could buy a whole lot of stuff with $8 at the liquor store, because you know prices were cheap back then. Even gas was cheap. Dang it, you know. Shoot, gas almost damn near $5. You know, $5 going up. I remember back in the day, with gas was about $1.29 or 99 cents or 97 cents, and you can fill your gas tank for a whole 2 weeks. Shoot, if you have a good car, fill your gas tank for a whole month. Get the game twisted. But yeah, so I just want to tell you my story. This is part 1.5. Reason being because I'm still waiting for the success story when things really start being like, yeah. And I'd be like, y'all, I made it. But at the same time, I'm going to say this right now. It's not about the money that I'm trying to make. The money I am trying to make, I'm trying to actually help my family out and whatnot on both sides, my family and my girl's family. Because I'm going to be honest, it's like little struggles that's popping off and everything. And just like I was telling one of my homies whatnot, I was saying, you know what? Folks want to be rich and everything, all this type of stuff. And I know that we all got to go through a struggle, but we can't have a testimony without a test. So we have to go through some things in order to get to where we need to get at. But I do know that once everything does kickstart, you know, I'm still be the same me. It's just that my business will be on autopilot and just watch, you know, the money come in. But me being a little bit older, because I'm 26 and wiser as well too, for my age, like way beyond my age, I do know that investments do go a long way, especially when you do have kids and have a family and try to leave a foundation for them, just in case anything happens. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the input that I told you as well too. This is part 1 of my story. I know I did say in one of my videos that I was going to say a whole lot of cussing, you know, when I really get to break down what really, you know, what's going on how I got to doing this business in the first place. But by God's grace, I'm not going to come out my Christian character Um, being a little bit my hood side, and saying, well, ish went down, and things, just get tired of. I'm not about to go on the video and start cursing off a rant like that. If I do make that part of the video, then do know it's not gonna be for ill will. It's gonna be for those who are afraid to make that change. And I'm just saying, you know what? You haven't been to the struggle where you get your paycheck, you look at it, and you try to budget out how much you want to save or whatnot. And you try to put that to the side. But then you got rent coming up, your phone bill coming up, and then you got the woman that you love, everything hitting you up in regards to her medication, which is not bad at all because, she needs the medication. So you try to put money towards that. And with rent, it takes up all your money because your job, plays around with your money and everything. Don't pay you as much as they should be doing. And then you got this coming up, I mean, until I come with that story, trust me, you will not see my face. You'll see a black background. You're going to hear me talk in the background. I just want to show my face because it's going to be a whole lot of frustrations that's going to come out. And it's going to be a whole lot of words that's going to be said. But like I said, I'm not going to try to come out my character while I say some of those words. I'm going to try to keep it professional and everything. But if some words still need to come out, then I'm going to say this in defense. I'm going to say, ladies and gents, I'm about to start saying some words you guys may have heard a lot in the movie that had cats cursing like sailors. Do know this is not for ill will or anything else, but do know that in offense, I'm just saying these things not to be mean, but to let you guys know that I got some shit that needs to get off my chest. Once I say that, then y'all know things is about to go down. And when it does go down, do know it's not gonna be for bad will, it's gonna be for good. And I'll put it this way. You hear success stories from those who actually work hard and push hard. You have those that make success stories, and a success story, and a success story is truly, it's not bad at all. It's just, it gets you to the point where you can understand it. But then you got some marketers who have success story and they just let everything loose because they feel the frustrations. They remember and go back a little bit to where they got at. And so they do, go through the emotions, and they do say some cuss words here and there. And you do got some that just go full blown with it because they're like, you know what, if they can do the business that they're doing, then anybody could do it. It's like folks just need to get out the damn scare tactic of, oh, I can't do this, like you could do it. I'm an online marketer, and I'm doing the things I need to try to do. Period. For my family, not just for myself. So, like I always keep telling everybody, put God first above everything else, and then watch things really start come to fruition. You are going to go through a test. Some of you are, some of you may not. Some of you may already go through the breaking point test. You just need to get that one more element to get to where you need to be at. So yeah. Other than that, that's my story. I'm still producing and whatnot. Going, let me see, if I've been producing from 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let me see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Been going on 8 years now. So 8 years to be in November. And do a little bit of DJ on the side too, online DJing as well too. So I got different avenues of work that I be doing. Other than that, this is just a video I just want to put out for you guys, saying part of my story and where I'm at and where I'm trying to get at. I'm 26. I'm trying to look towards making a nice sum of money by the end of this year. And I just know that I will be able to make it, and do it, especially for my age. Because I'm looking like 27 is going to be around the corner real quick. And there's a whole lot of things that need to be done this year before this year ends. And that's just the truth of everything else. So it's your boy Chinchilla Q for rockproductioncm.com. saying peace, have a great day, and also enjoy yourself. One love.